some disaster struck. And then my husband answered the phone and said they're asking for Professor Strickland. And I went, oh, you think fire is a lot. You don't think, oh, I'm winning the Nobel Prize. But,
was it a prize to win for the research that you did win for?
If I was going to win the Nobel Prize, it was only going to be for CPA. Over the years, people have asked if I thought I would win the Nobel Prize for CPA. Nothing else I've done is people could ask you that.
Do you think that's because your research went on to have further applications than you thought at the time when you were studying it?
Well, as I understand, winning the Nobel Prize, it's in the will that you are supposed to be benefiting humankind. And so I think, certainly for probably the practical areas of physics, if it hasn't gone on to maybe show an actual application, it's maybe harder to win. And so, yes, people have taken with the CPA technology and used it in medicine and used it in machining of glass. So I guess those are the applications that has made it possible for the Nobel Prize.
Is it interesting to see how laser research has gone on to be more applicable in industry, etc.? Because I guess when you were developing the tools, did you think they were just going to be used in sort of other fundamental research applications?
Well, when we first did it, I remember Gerard and I trying to even figure out what the word was for 10 to the 15 watts per square centimeter, or 10 to the 15, and so it was petawatts, and we didn't even know the word, but we knew that that's what we were doing. We thought it would be used in the big laser facilities where they had kilojoule laser beams, and we would get the short pulses, and now we would have petawatt pulses. It really got going big because Peter Moulton at Lincoln Labs, MIT Lincoln Labs, was developing a new type of laser gain medium that had this really broad spectral bandwidth to change each up of really short pulses. And the peak power is energy per unit time, or energy divided by the pulse duration. And the expense of a laser is in the energy, right? It just requires a bigger and bigger laser. And so once we could do it with these really short pulses and a lower energy, that's when they went right across the world, and so many people's research labs, and it became a big thing. And from there, the applications really.
That combination of short pulse, high energy, I've heard you refer to it as a laser hammer. Do you want to explain that in a bit more detail?
Right. So I do like to say that I built a laser hammer. Many applications, and one of the ones that's in the news a lot right now is laser fusion. That requires energy in to get energy out. But other ones, and nonlinear optics is one of the main ones, that it's really the density of photons or this energy per unit time that matters. And it is like pushing a nail into a piece of wood. You can push with all your might. It does a whip, you pick up a hammer, and in it goes. And so wanted the energy in a short amount of time. When people first tried to just amplify short pulses, they had the laser hammer unexpectedly inside the laser rods, and we drilled holes inside the laser rod without understanding why. And so we had to get a way around it. And so it's a very simple idea. We stretch the short pulse, we amplify it safely, and safely outside the amplifier, we compress it back to being short. And that's the whole technique.
I mean, how has your role changed as a scientist post-winning a Nobel Prize? And did you expect it to change in the way that it has?
Well, I can't say that I expected it to change because I wasn't thinking about winning the Nobel Prize, so I had no idea. I've been quite shy most of my life, and so this is probably what also drew me to science, is that I probably prefer just to be by myself in a lab rather than on display. I have found it very difficult being what I would say, like, being on display. So, and again, with everything that's really this good and the bad, I've had amazing opportunities that without winning the Nobel Prize, I would never have. I've had an audience with the Pope, and along with having an audience with the Pope, I was taken down into the basement of the Vatican, where most people never get to go. And with the head of art restoration, was given a tour of how they use lasers to clean the statues, how they use chemicals to clean the art. And so I get these opportunities that would not come to just a regular scientist, and so it's good and bad.